Hi there, TaffyRue here, and welcome to another exciting episode of Features by TaffyRue, where we get to put the spotlight on young, upcoming artists and creatives who are bubbling under. So for me today, this episode is like full circle because my guest for today is really special. I actually did my first sit down, my first conversation with our guest for today way back in 2019 when I just had this dream of sitting down with people in the industry so we could share knowledge and hopefully put it on record and have other artists who are coming up after us learn from us. She's not particularly an upcoming artist because we've been doing this together for a very long time. But she has a wealth of knowledge. I think the last time we were together, we were talking about being a woman in the industry, a mom, a wife, just a woman in the industry and the challenges that we face and all of that stuff. But I'm super excited to have her in studio today. Maybe we can do a little catch up and talk about what has changed since 2019. My guest for today is Masa Caroleen. Welcome, Masa.
Thank you. What a nice intro.
Thank you so much for coming again. I really enjoyed the last conversation we had last time in 2019.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so grateful that you're here today.
Thank you.
So before we go and jump into our conversation for today, maybe you could start off by telling us who you are and what you do. I know who you are.
Yeah.
Yes, we go way back. But maybe for people who are watching you for the first time, who is Masa Caroleen?
Masa Caroleen is a singer, songwriter, voiceover artist, musician from Zimbabwe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, I guess that's it in a nutshell.
And do you mind telling us how long you've been doing this for?
9 years now. 9 years this year, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 9 years. We were actually
so it's
talking
been
with
a
the
while.
band yesterday. We were like, how long has it been?
Wow.
We've been together, so yeah.
That's
about 9
amazing.
years.
That's amazing. How is music treating you?
Yo, music. Music is like that friend once in a while who just like drags you into the pits. And,
Drags you into the pits?
yes,
How?
and then you just have to like fight, and then eventually you prevail. But no, I joke. But music has been good. I took a little break because I had a little son.
Yeah.
Yes, doing my national duty. So
Yeah.
the government owes me money. 'Cause it's a boy.
Because the last time we spoke, you just had your firstborn, right?
Yes, I just had my firstborn.
And yeah, so now you have two little boys,
I have
which is
2 little
amazing.
boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
How is it being a mom of two?
It's like having 2 firstborns. So it's very, it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Keeps me on my toes. Keeps me definitely on my toes. It's exciting. It's also such a huge blessing.
Yeah, definitely.
Even to just have had the time to be able to be present and parent. That was a gift. So, yeah.
That's amazing. And how long was your break?
2 years, I think. Yeah, about 2 years.
Okay.
I'd say. What, 3? It could be 3.
But I'm sure you were writing.
Oh yeah,
trying to,
lots.
yeah.
Lots of writing, and I also pivoted a lot to the voice work.
Okay.
So doing a lot of that as well, but definitely a lot of writing. Every day is a song. So
yeah.
But not everything you write must be heard.
That's interesting. I'll definitely take note of that. Not everything you write must be.
No.
Okay. And what else have you been up to since 2019 besides being a mom?
Besides being a mom, really, I think that's been the major part of it. I feel I feel some type of way that now I'm starting music. I'm like, my kids. But I know they'll be fine.
Yes.
I'm sure they're also enough of me, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
How has being a mom made your music better?
Better. Oh. I think it's made me more intentional, which is why I said not everything you write must be heard, because then you really try to think, okay, as I'm parenting and you're intentional with that, even the music as well, because I also think songs are children. I know it's weird, but songs are also children, and they also need to be taken care of. So you're writing, the words you're using, what message is being communicated has to be intentional. It can't just be just words and, in a song. So I think that way it made it better. I'm more intentional. Yeah.
That's deep. Yeah, because obviously with also technology and everything, years from now, your kids are going to be listening to the music that you did, and you want them to be like, oh yeah, that's my mom.
I guess. But I also I just want to be honest, I guess, in the music. So they can also maybe see parts of their mom that they never really, because they can't really pick my brain, right now at their age. But maybe when they're older, they will say, oh, this song, like The River, the songs that's on the album, they're like, why would you write that?
Yeah.
But maybe when they're older, they will understand why I wrote it. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right. So I understand you also moved countries, right? You went next door. And
I wouldn't really call it moving. Because it's like I'm just in another city.
Yeah.
It's very close, by the way. It's not far.
It's not that far.
Yeah, I call it Zimbabwe light. Yeah, anyway, I'm there. And I'm here as well. So I split my time in both countries.
It's great that you can also come back home when you want to and all of that.
Yeah.
But when you did move, was it because of music? Were you seeking better music opportunities, or was it just, the Zim economy?
I think it's more we're adventurous.
Okay.
And we're like, to my husband, I was like, I think it's a good idea. It was his idea, by the way. And I was like, I agree. We should go. And if we win at it, we win. If we lose, we come back. But God has been really gracious. It was such a smooth transition. Nice. Though I was not doing music, obviously, when I moved, because the baby was still small, and trying to create a community for myself so that, I have support and all. So now I feel like I have that, and now I can do music.
Nice. Yeah. So do you do a lot of music in SA?
In SA, just recently started this, okay, no, it's not recent if it's this year, but this year I started doing music. Last year I dabbled a little bit. Okay. But this year, most definitely.
Yeah, I saw you were like doing the shows that Nigel was doing, the Stick Pasta.
Oh yeah.
How was that? How was that?
It was such a cool experience. Nigel has got a heart of gold. Yeah. And he's a Christian as well. So I have so much respect for him. For putting me on like that.
That's amazing.
I'm doing another one again with him.
Yes, that's amazing.
in a week and a half time.
Nice. Okay. How easy or how hard is it for you to be doing music in SA versus Zim?
I think I wouldn't call it hard yet because I'm just starting back in. But I would just say it's definitely different from doing music in Harare to doing music in Gauteng. Just for one mere fact, the distances are huge. You have to drive
really
far. But obviously people there they're used to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I have to drive how many kilometers for real? But obviously if you love something, you will always find a way. So I have found ways because I love music. Yeah. So, but that's, I think for now, that is probably my biggest yeah. But I'll still do it.
Yeah, because SA is quite big.
Yo, it's huge.
It's basically, you're like, I'm Joburg, but...
No, the Joburg is 50 kilometers away in Joburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What things can we learn as the music industry in Zim that is happening in SA?
Ooh, I think one thing that pops right now in my mind is the level of possibly like seriousness. Not that people are not serious here, by the way. I'm just saying maybe, okay, it's professionalism. Let me say that. Yeah, because people are very like on point. I'm learning so much just from like, being part of certain communities, in releasing people's projects. So a friend of mine, her name is Juju Makoba, and she's a jazz artist, and I'm privileged to be part of her committee for the release, and I'm learning so much on just like the how-to and the precision, and everything is like, timed, deadlines, results. We monitor the results. We check back. So I think that's been a very great like learning curve for me. I'm learning so much. Yeah.
Nice. So what is one thing that you would take away from something you've learned and apply to your career?
Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, raising funds. That's another one. Raising funds for a project, whether through corporate or through just crowdfunding as well. I would definitely take that on because music is expensive to do. And especially now with just, streaming, people don't necessarily buy songs and buy music. So the money is not coming back as fast as it should. So I would say definitely raising funds, corporate sponsorship and things like that are definitely things that I would take back. And just learning from the industry there is that everyone has space. So whatever art it is you do, whatever music a person is doing, they have space to do it. So there's no like apex in a way. And I feel like our industry is that. It's like this. There's fewer at the top. Top by, I would say maybe gigging standards. But I would say maybe next door, there's space for everybody. If you do your weird music, you got your own corner and space and you can shine. If you do your traditional, you got space and you can shine. Not everyone's fighting for the same spot because the space is large at the top. So everyone can occupy different spaces. And I think I would love that for here. Yes, that would be my hope.
Yeah. Definitely. But I guess probably the numbers, the difference in numbers where SA has got 50 million plus people.
60 plus.
It's now 60 plus.
Yeah.
The last time I was there, it was still 50 million. Versus, just the 16 million here. I guess that's why maybe we feel like there's not enough room for a lot of artists, I guess.
I don't know if it's about enough room for, it's just that there's a few, even with the 15 million, there could be still space for, for taste to be spread. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, to spread the taste of different types of music to everybody.
I guess probably like in another conversation I was having with another person on the podcast, it was an issue of maybe building the infrastructure to allow for the development of the different tastes that people have in music, because I think maybe not everyone has access to the internet where they get to discover new artists as quickly, and radio is the main thing, whereas in different countries probably more people have more exposure because of the different areas.
Right.
I don't know,
maybe I think you're right, and definitely I think it could be also an issue of enforcing, because I think the structures are somewhat there, and I think the National Arts Council is doing a lot to have these structures. It's just more now maybe enforcing the structures. I think it's there. It's just needing some a little bit of
always room for improvement in everything that we're doing.
But I think we'll get there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Step by step.
Yeah.
And what do you think about this? 2019, there was no AI.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think AI will cause the industry to look like?
Oh, people won't write their own songs. Yeah, to begin with. Yeah, people won't write their own songs anymore. Well, maybe I'm being ridiculous, but yeah, I think so. And already there's like AI software that, records you and then you can sound 50 times better.
Yeah.
So it's just not auto-tune anymore.
And then there are AI artists themselves that are being generated and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you think that there'll still be room for us, like in 10 years' time?
Most definitely.
Why do you think so?
Because music is about the human being.
Okay.
Yeah, person with feelings. And that's why we write, right? Because we're pouring our hearts out on paper or in music, or if you're a poet, whatever you're doing, or in art, it's the human part that makes it art. So if it's not anymore, it's just a, manufactured painting in a shop, it does not have any, like that touch that this was made by a human being. I think there will definitely be space for that.
Okay.
I actually think musicians will probably prevail over the AI.
Yeah.
if it were a war.
If it were a war. Yeah, I guess like you're saying, in terms of feelings and human connection, I think a lot of the stories or a lot of the music that we write is based on personal experiences and stories, or maybe if it's not yours, it's probably a friend's or a family member's, and someone else has been through that, and they can connect, they can relate.
That's true.
And
that's very true. And there's a way in which like a person relays that message, right? Because of your personality, your little nuances that you do, whether you have an inflection in your voice or whatever. So I think that's probably, what makes it more real.
All right.
Yeah.
And if you look at it that way, I guess we have hope.
No, we do. We most definitely do. We most definitely do.
All right, cool. So there's one question that I always get, because I do bring it on. You've been part of bringing it on as well. A lot of artists, when they're coming onto the platform, they always ask me, do I have to do gospel? Do I have to do gospel? But I know that you're a musician who doesn't do like gospel music, right? How do you show your faith through what you do, even though you're not singing gospel music?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. I actually once asked it to another musician, and they still never answered me. But I would say, I think faith is, my faith in Christ is a huge part, especially, now that I'm maybe grown and I would think wiser, where I know it's not just about following Christ, but it's really about discipleship. So that must also come through in who I am. For example, maybe I cannot be found in certain spaces, not because I don't want to go, by the way, because the flesh does want to go, but because I am being discipled every day by Christ. Certain decisions I have to make, not certain, every decision you have to make considering what Christ would do or would say. And even just being led by the Holy Spirit in whatever decision. So even in the writing, maybe I cannot sing about shaking stuff, but we can definitely dance in the music. Yeah. But I cannot. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
I think once you really are a true disciple of Christ, it's not easy, and it's not a perfect road, by the way.
Yes.
You don't always get it right, and sometimes you fall, and sometimes, but that's the greatest thing about a relationship with God, is that there is grace, and not grace for you to do the wrong thing, grace to bring you back and redeem you. And I think probably that's the best way I can put it, is that as long as you let that lead, then every other decision will become easier, I think.
Yeah.
it's like, I guess, a practicing muscle.
Yeah.
You lift one weight and then it gets lighter, you move on to the next.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, I also think that when you are a Christian, like you're talking about a way of living, right? So even when you are, let's say, for example, you're booked for a gig, being there on time, showing love to the people who are around you, just, living according to the fruits of the Spirit, obviously, showing love, showing patience, showing, kindness and gentleness, right? In the workspace that you're in. You might not be singing gospel music, but you are showing that you are a friend of Christ by just the way you live in the spaces that you're in.
That's true. I think, definitely love is the biggest part. The biggest part. And if we're led by love, then everything else becomes sort of, easy. You will forgive quicker. You will make the right decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's special.
Thank
All
you.
right. So we've come to that part of the podcast where you get to ask me some questions. I don't know if you have any questions for me, Masa.
Let me think. I need a hard one.
Hard one.
Well, welcome to the show, TaffyRue. It's been such a pleasure to sit with you.
Yeah.
And I get to interview you, after so many years of knowing you. My question would be, as a gospel artist, right, who's been doing this for a long time, what are your challenges as a female musician who's been in the industry? Yeah, what are the barriers? Maybe that's 2 questions, but yeah.
Okay, so I have been doing it for a long time, right? But obviously I did it, like, I think I like to split it into 2, like before motherhood and after motherhood.
Okay.
So the second half or second quarter, I don't know how many years I'll be doing this, right? It's I would consider it like I was coming in again because of just a lot of the things that would have changed. The barriers that I was facing after motherhood were definitely different than the barriers I was facing before motherhood. But as a gospel artist, I think one thing that I struggle with is ministry versus music business. I think that is the biggest thing that I struggle with, because you'll find that it costs money, like you're saying. It's very expensive to do music.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're called to spread the gospel, right? And not sell the gospel, right? So then where's like the balance? Do you ask for payment, or do you this is service to the Lord? I think a lot of gospel artists go through that, that time where they're thinking, what is okay and what is not when it comes to doing the business side of music. So I think that's the major challenge. And I'm still, seeking the Lord in terms of how do I handle it? Because for you to be able to maintain or to sustain the music, to keep doing the music, to keep doing the content, and all the demands that, the music business requires, you do need the resources to back it up. So it's like, where do I get those resources? Am I getting them from the art, or am I getting them from somewhere else and then pouring them into the art? I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot. Oh, that's a great answer. That's a great answer.
But I think it's something that maybe you don't struggle with a lot.
I would say I do also, to a certain extent. Because I also get questions like, oh, can you come and sing for this thing? And because I'm a nice person.
You can't say no.
I'm a nice person. It's not easy for me to say no, or not to say no, but to say, okay, like these are the costs.
Yeah.
Are you able to meet these costs? And then maybe you don't have to pay for me to sing. Otherwise, it's still gonna cost me,
Yeah.
you know. So I think I have navigated it to, okay, this is the rate card. This is the cost of me to appear at your place. There's fuel, there's whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's a dress, there's makeup,
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
There's a still cost. It's not the talent. It's just for you to get there.
Yeah.
So I think now what I've managed to do is just say, okay, these are the costs. How can you meet these costs? And then we can then talk about, can I come and do the thing? If they can't meet the cost, then I'm like, okay, sometimes I'll do it if I know that the cause is, you know, it's obviously very important. And sometimes I'll have to say, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I cannot do it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
And
I feel
a
bad.
difficult conversation, hey? It's always a difficult conversation, especially when you know that it is a good cause, but maybe not enough to do it without the costs being met.
Yeah. Because the other thing is also, I don't know, maybe we're putting a light on them, but oh well. The other thing is every other cost at this event has been taken care of. So why should I also be subjected to poverty mentality? No, man.
Yeah, I think that's a very good thing that you've brought up there in terms of like, you know, when you're going to buy the water that the guests are going to drink at the function, you're not going to be like to the shopkeeper, this is a good cause. Give me water.
Give me water for free. Give me drinks for free, please. So you see?
Yeah. So, but like with the musician, they also have costs, right? Just like the water company has bottling costs, they've got employees, they've got rent, and all of those things. Those are the same costs that a musician has as well.
That's so true. And even like, you know, when say you're booked for a show and whatnot, and then you still have to travel there. You still have to maybe get your guitarist to play for you. Yeah. You still have to get back home. That's cost. Yeah. So I hope that the people are listening.
That they hear the plight of the musicians.
Yes, the plight of the musicians. And I mean, even in David's court, guys, the musicians were paid. They were taken care of. So that's ministry, right?
I think a lot of people struggle to see the importance of music and musicians. I think that's where the problem is. I think maybe it's for us to educate people on the importance of music, that you know, it's not just entertainment, but it also helps you to relieve stress, and you know, it just does something to you that enables you to live life. You know,
I think people do know. And
you think so?
It's just maybe the value. Like, should we be, for example, should people be paying for a song, to buy a song? Because people used to do that. People used to buy songs. Yeah. And CDs. Yeah. And all that. Like, you used to pay $10 to get a CD. And now it's like,
maybe we might need to explain what a CD is.
Oh,
because my audience might not even know what a CD
I am not that old. I promise. I am not that old.
Yeah.
CD. What is this? What's a CD?
A compact disc.
Oh, compact disc. Oh my gosh. Yo, so guys, there was this thing called a CD where you used to burn the music onto, and then, oh my word.
You'd put it into what we call radios, and then you would...
They don't even make radios like that anymore. They just have Bluetooth. Oh, wow. We are not that old. Like, no.
We actually aren't.
No,
it's very funny. Like, I had another guest on, she's quite young, who came through, and she came to my kitchen, and I have like this radio that I got for my birthday when I was 16. And she's like, "What is that?" And is that a radio?
Oh my god!
And she's not that. I mean, she's young, but I'm like, don't you know what a radio is?
Is that a toaster? Do you put the bread there?
And it still works. It still works to this day.
Oh man, you know? That is special. That is special. My father-in-law, I love him so much. He has a radio. I think it's even probably older than the one you have.
Wow.
It's like old, but it still works. And
That's amazing.
And he listens to the radio there, so it's pretty special.
Cool. I don't know if you have any more questions for me.
Do I? Man, no, maybe no. Maybe we must ask the audience to type
To put questions in the comment section.
For TaffyRue.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But before we close, I know that you recently got an opportunity to perform on a big stage, the Jacaranda Music Festival. How does it feel to have such an opportunity? I think there are a lot of artists who would love to have an opportunity like that. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. It feels really great to have an opportunity to share the music with people that might never have heard of it, and to a new audience, new people. Yeah, it's a great feeling, I would say, and we're very excited.
And what kind of work goes into preparing for something like that?
Oh, a lot of rehearsals, definitely, a lot of rehearsals, and just, preparing my mind to be in the right state. Not that it's not in the right state, but just like zoning into the performance. Which songs do we want to put? Where in what part of the set are we putting a certain song? What emotions will it evoke? And things like that. So just preparing, a lot of preparation and a lot of rehearsals and a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of fun in rehearsals.
How do you take care of your voice?
I think I'm probably the worst at taking care of my voice because I speak so loud all the time. And I sing almost every day, I would say, because I write and rehearse, and I use the voice acting thingy. But I think taking care of the voice through drinking certain fluids, warm water instead of cold, especially going on to show day. It's just warm water, covering the chest, even if it's in a hot day. Like covering with a scarf or whatever. I'm not wearing one now, which is terrible. But anyway, don't do what I'm doing. So taking care of the voice that way, covering my throat, drinking warm water, and doing vocal exercises, vocal muscle exercises. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I should come to you for some vocal exercises.
Cool.
So unfortunately, we've come to the end of today's podcast already. But I don't know if you have any words of advice to upcoming female musicians or any artists, any creatives that you want to share with them as we close today's podcast.
Cool. I have, actually. I would say stay true to who you are, stay true to your art, and even if you evolve, just stay true to that, what God has gifted you with, whether it's gospel or it's not gospel. I think find yourself quicker before the world finds you for itself. Yeah.
Wow.
That.
Thank you so much, Masa, for coming through. I know you have a busy schedule. You're preparing for your big stage and stuff, but thank you so much for sparing the time and coming through.
Thank you for inviting me. It's been so amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And there you have it. Find yourself, find your voice before the world tells you what it is, because God has given you that gift for a reason and for a particular purpose. It might not be gospel, but wherever you use your voice, let it bring glory to God. Your faith can still reflect in what you do. And with that, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Features by TaffyRue. Until next time, goodbye.